On behalf of KISS University and Dr. Rashid Samal sir, who is our founder, and the Vice Chancellor sir, Professor Kumar Behra sir, Registrar sir, Dr. P.K. Rautra sir, Deputy Registrar sir, and entire KISS family. I would like to welcome you all to this presentation. That is M.Phil viva Jyotiranjan Gudia is going to defend. This topic is socio-cultural development of Bidai tribe in Odisha. It case study on Malkangiri district. So we would like to thank you, Professor Ratnakar Mahapatra sir, who has gone through the dissertation and he has recommended a few comments, and after that we place it for viva. So I'd like to request his supervisor, Dr. Tusarkanta Pattnaik. Tusar sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, all of you. Respected Professor,
he happens to be my friend.
Yes. He was telling.
He was my postgraduate friend.
So very good bodies actually. Sona sir, we have good bodies in post graduations. He was from Bhadrak, I am from BJP. But in post graduation, we developed good bodies. He was a prolific writer.
And Sir was the gold medalist of our batch, sir.
Isn't? Oh, he never said this. Oh,
perhaps in graduation,
he never said.
honors. He stood top.
Sir, Tusar sir,
Anil बहुत सारे सर सुबुज I am audible. Yes sir. Sir, Subuj sir, I am audible.
Yes. Please share few words about
Jyotiranjan Gudia. Anil के request करते ज्योति गुड़िया मो first M.Phil scholar. He should give a consent. Anil बहुत राजी थला देखि थला तापरे हमके जेम थला करिवा तू किस बे आसीबू से consent दे केबे भी जीबी बुल्ली के आसीबी सदाले कोइ ता किस विषय रे Anil is my good friend. He is my very talented, versatile student. Jyoti Gudia, a great painter, great prolific writer, good speaker. Totally got a compact. I would say बहुत लगी जाती कि he has done his works on Didiya tribes, Malkangiri district, and he worked very hard, toiled very hard for it. Data collection करथिला, ये भी करथिला. Very systematically presented all the things. I give some tips. Yes, I had given some tips.
Okay, Jyoti, please. Yeah, sir. Let's give Jyoti time, and we will go for informal discussion. And,
Jyoti,
thank you. Jyoti, please, your turn now.
Good morning, sir, and everyone. Respected BC sir, respected Register sir, Director sir, Dean sir, and my supervisor sir, and special respect to external sir, Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Mahapatra sir, and I really welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, he's a good painter. He is running a social network site. He's a good speaker also. Okay, so all qualities he has brought from his
I'm really fascinated by his surname. Gudia. Yeah.
Tusar sir, can you please mute yourself because it is getting echo.
Mute.
Yes.
Yes. So, shall I start, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I have taken a dissertation which topic name is Socio-Cultural Development of Bidai tribe in Odisha, a case study on Malkangiri district. My supervisor name is Dr. Tusarkanta Pattnaik, and Dean Dr. Ratnakar Mahapatra sir. They always supported me during my writing dissertation. Sir, this is my content. I have taken 5 chapters in my dissertation. That is in Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 2, Socio-demographic profile of DDI. Chapter 3, Socio-cultural stability and development. Chapter 4, data analysis, and last chapter, that is conclusion. The first chapter, that is introduction. India is a country where people of all race, religions, caste, and languages are separated, but all live together within a geographical boundary. A total of 461 type of tribal groups have been identified in 28 states and 9 union territories in the country, of which 75 are underdeveloped tribes. In India, 8% of total population is identified as a tribal. Odisha has been identified as a tribal dominated state by Government of India and has identified 62 types of tribal groups in Odisha. Of the total population, 22.5% are tribal, while 13 groups are identified as a underdeveloped tribes or PBTGs. Similarly, of all the residents of Malkangiri district, the Odisha government has been counting the Didai and Bonda tribes as underdeveloped tribes and providing them with some benefits. Didai is a very ancient and wild hilly tribe. Its the geographically boundaries are divided into three parts, and there are the expectations to the governments the improved the program, which despite 7 decades of independence little improved. Then I am trying to see you here identity of Didai. Didai peoples, they also call themselves Gatare. Gatare means Didai people. Didai is a small population, particular vulnerable tribal group, PBTG, of Malkangiri district of Odisha. Their neighbors call them Didai, but they call themselves Gatare, which means those are excellent in podu cultivations. These tribes have been marginalized by the Munda party. The native place. From the ancient time to the present, they have settled in the small and large hilly and lakes in the basins of Godavari River, south of the Kandakamaru Mountains in the eastern part of Malkangiri district. They live in a total of 39 villages, and the government has identified 37 villages as inhabited by the Didai people. Folk language, then, just as everyone, human beings has their own mother tongue to express their feelings, so does the Didai tribe have their own mother tongue, which they call Gatasa. There are many songs, stories, rhymes, etc. in their society, but they do not have any written alphabets. They remember all this when they hear it. The language they speak is divided in Austroasiatic language. You can see here the native place of the Didai tribe, the first photograph, and then second photograph is Didai from the backway regions are coming to the market by boat. During my field visit, I found two types of mythological origin about the Didai tribe. I didn't mention here. Ishta is the supreme god of Didai tribe, and which is Parameswara and Brahma. In review of literature, I have mentioned in my dissertation 50, but I have showing here only 2 review of literature here. Then come to the research problem. The very few studies have been made on the culture, transportation and communication. Third is lack of health facility, and fourth is low level education, and fifth is few political participation. Then scope of the study. The post-independence era, the witnessed a large number of the development measures, policies, and programs that focus on the overall development of the tribal areas. In spite of all the efforts, the different tribal groups are living in the different tells the stage of the socio-economic standards. The primitive tribal group are found to be the most backward and in the lowest status of the socio-economic level. Out of the 75 PBTGs of India, 13 are in Odisha, and Didai is one of them for their development. A micro project called Didai Development Agency DDA has established in 1986, and it has been also working for the betterment of the DDA tribe. Then objective of the study, I have taken 5 objectives in my dissertations that are the purpose of the present dissertation is to understand the DDI tribe and to examine their processes. The second is the main purpose of the current study is to conduct a comprehensive survey and study of the purpose tribal group. And another purpose of the dissertation was to highlight the impact of cultural transformations of the DDI tribe on society. Then fourth, to understand the socio-cultural life of the DDI tribe in present context of the society. And the fifth one is, although 7 decades have been passed since the independence, the main goal of the study had to explain why the DDI tribe has a low population, low education, and little improvement in government efforts. This is my research designs. Before writing my review of literatures, I completed 50 review of literature on socio-cultural development of DDI tribe. Then I developed some variables. After develop variables, I design research questions. Then I went to field study for 2 months. Then finalize of variables and formulation of hypothesis. After that data collections, I analysis data. Then I the last part is my research design is finding, suggestion, and conclusion. This is my research methodology, and I've mentioned here the type of research is quantitative as well as qualitative, and type of data collections was primary and secondary. Data collections method, questionnaire with interview. The data collection technique was structured questionnaire using linked 5-point scale, and sample was individual, and sample size was 300, and sample technique was random sampling. Then come to the chapter 4 in chapter 2. In chapter 2, I wrote about the socio-demographic profile of DDI. I have mentioned here in chart about their population. You can see here in chart in 1961 their population was 1978, and in 1971 their population was little increased then 2164, and 1981 it was little decreased then 1977. In 1991 it has increased, then their population was 5471, and in 2001 it also increased, then it was 7371. According to the 2011 census, now their population is 8890. Then come to the sex ratio of the DDI tribe. In their sex ratio was in 1961 1000 female in male, that is 1056, and 1971 their it was 913, and in this way, according to the 2011 census, their sex ratio was 1,129. Then their literacy rate, according to 1961 census, their literacy rate was 2.7, and in 1971 it was decrease, and it was 0.8%. So because at the time government has taken some initiative for the Odisha, so that at the time some D-Day tribe has displaced, so their population, their literacy population also decreased in 1971. In 81, their literacy rate was 3.2%. In 1991, their literacy rate was 6.22%, and 2001 their population decreased. Then it was 12.62%. In according to the 2011%, their population is 34.56. Then come to the chapter 3, that is socio-cultural stability and development. I focus on social life of the Didai. You can see here the village life. Then, there are two types of the village inhabited by Didai peoples. Villages within 15 to 13 houses are found in hilly and isolated areas, while villages with between the 200 and 300 houses are found in the plain areas. Then their house pattern, the geographical structure of the Didai is divided into three parts, and their house differs slightly in three areas. In in the plains, the asbestos houses and the mud houses are available, while roofs provided by the some governments can be seen. However, due to the lack of the transportation in the hilly and isolated areas, there is a large amount of the mud houses. Then family structures. All members of the Didai family live together until the sons are married. If a son gets married, the head of the family gives him a separate house. Then clan system of Didai. Uh, there are five types of clans found in the Didai tribe. These are tiger, Nkugta, cobra, Malagta, Veer, Gbegita, crocodile, Musaligita, and tortoise, goat Gita. Uh, Indigenous peoples never they marry son or daughters who came through their clans. Then I have mentioned here celebration of Bidai. They basically celebrate naming ceremony, maturity pension, and death rates. You can see here two photographs, which is maturity pensions, village of Montilibuda, plain area, and naming ceremony, village of Bayapada, hill area. I have mentioned in this slide about the marriage life. They basically they have 7 type of marriage system in Didai tribe: Gube, Posiamundi, Toso, Utilia, Marsaboi, Gabjuain, and Mamumala. Uh, the Gube is the kidnap marriage. If a girl is not interested to marry a boy, in these situations, a boy will kidnap to the girl and he will marry. The Mundi is the marriage by physical relationship. In this marriage, uh, if a boy is not interested to marry the girl, at the time the girl will apply a trick for marriage, and he always try to contact the girl, boy, and after he made relationship, physical relationship, he uh, try to blame the boy. Then in these situations, the boy uh, uh, boy will marry the girl. Then Toso is a arranged marriage. It takes 1 year continue to complete the process. Then uh, it will happen to marry. Udliya is a love marriage. You know about this. And Marsa boy is the blood relationship marriage. And Godjuan is a marriage by service. After if a family only girl, then you will arrange a boy to marry that girl. The boy will serve 1 to 2 years without pay. Then girl's family will decide it. The boy is eligible for marry or daughter or not. Mamumala, Mamumala marriage with the daughter of one auntie. During my pre-submission, I had left this uh, point. So after RSC member suggestion, I had it. And you can see here the arranged marriage of Damdarbada village in Hill area, and the love marriage Angurguda village, Katop area, and kidnap marriage Punaguma village, plain area. Then festival, people are basically observe for festival in a year. That is Nirchong Pande, Osar Ke Pande, Tusar Ke Pande, Gia Pande. Nirchong Pande is the beginning festival of a year. After Nirchong Pande, they uh, start to cultivate, and the Osake Pande is the second festival of Diday people. During harvesting time, they observe this Osake Pande, and then third festival is Gya Pande, that is main festival of Diday people, which is known as Choita Parva. Yeah, you can see at some photographs, village priest of Mudulguda preparing the worship for the mango seed eating festival, and women of the Bayapada village are doing Demsa dance, and girls are playing Gudia, wearing male's dress. You can see here. Uh, the Budia game is the Didai people will play only one day, that is the Gya Pande. During the Gya Pande, the girls will play with wear the boys dress. And fourth photographs is Dal Somber is roaming every houses by the villagers. Then come to the economic activities. They basically focus on primary occupation and secondary occupations. In primary occupations, settle and septim cultivation is cultivations are they are doing, and in secondary occupations, food gatherings and forest collections, hunting, fishing, and animal husbandry. And you can see here some two photographs, land of settled cultivations, and the Didai family is feelings of the tubel they have collected from the forest. The second photograph is my parents. Then political life in the village, the village council system is usually seen. The village chief is the main participant in all the joy and sorrows of the village. You understand everything in the village and try to solve it in the presence of the villagers. In the Didai community, there is one Naik in every village who preside over all the affairs of the village. He decide what kind of the punishment someone will get. Chalan is the second head of the village. He gathered the villages for all the meetings. He play his role as a messenger in the village. All Naik and Chalan nominated by villagers in every year. Then religion part. Religion is an important integral part of the Didai, has the religious the guru who participate religions in the community. He performs all the rituals in the village. He is called the pujari. All the festivals in the village are the scheduled by the village priest. Those tribes worship their the goddess Ishto and worship the village goddess temple, that is Undi, in the village. Ma Bhairavi is they are the main goddess, and at all the festivals they have the custom of the sacrificing animal and parts. Then this is my chapter fourth, that is that data analysis. I am all data analysis by spaces software. You can see here the age of respondent. 5.3% those the respondent were less than 20 years, and 26% between 20 to 30 years, and 50% respondent 31 to 40 years, and 18.7% respondent were above 40 years. Then now occupation of respondent, 45.3% were farmer, and 30.7% were wage workers, and 17.7% were businessmen, and 6.3% were job holder. Then qualification of respondent, you can see here 25.3% those are not educated, and 50.7% those are completed their primary education, and 14.3% those are completed their secondary education, and 7% those are completed their higher education, higher secondary education, and 2% those are completed their graduation, and 0.7% those are completed their post graduation. Type of house, you can see 24.3% they have cottage house, and 50.3% those are asbestos house, and 19.7% mood house, and 5.7% building provided by government. Then I am trying to collect the participation in politics. 19% participating in voting. 21.9% those are know about the Sarapancho, and 13.9% those are know about MLA, and 8.4% those are know about MP, and 20.5% those are know about CM, and the last is 16.4% they know about PM. Then the chapter 4th, that is conclusions. I have mentioned here my finding. The survey involved in 300 respondents. Here are the views of the 100 respondents from the plain and 100 respondents from the hill areas. Of these, 85 of respondents on a fair with their cultural programs, while the 97% of the respondents in the hill areas they participate in cultural program. In a term of the economic growth, the 52 point of the 100 respondents in the plain areas collecting at their bank for their futures, while the 69 point of the 100 respondents in the yield regions are collecting at their bank for their the future. A survey of the DDI's health found that the 52 of respondents in the plain were they consulted by the doctor if they were ill, while the 30% of the respondents in the ill areas went to the hospital for the treatment. Similarly, out of the 100 respondents in the plains, 89% of the respondents are involved in the politics, while the 43% of the respondents in ill areas are involved in politics. Of the respondents of the survey, 65% of the respondents were the literate, while 40% of respondents living in the hill were able to read and sing in Odia. Similarly, 92% of the respondents in the plain have access to the transportations, while the 25% of respondents in the hilly areas have access to uh, transportations. Then the last finding is that 73% of respondents in the plain benefits from the various schemes from the government or DDI development agency, while 52% of respondents from the yield areas benefit from DDI development agency. Then suggestion. Although there has been a lot of the research on the DDI tribe by the scholar and the government in the past, the situation has changed a lot. The government and NGO are the working on a plan to improve the DDI community. However, this does not reduce the accuracy of the data. If the government work in the area is done well, it will improve the quality of life for the people. Then my limitation: the current study is conducted on the socio-cultural development of the DDI tribe living in 4 Gram Panchayat in the Kairuput and Kurmulguma block area of Malkangiri district. Apart from this, no other tribe have been studied. Then my conclusion: after studying this tribe, the scholars came to the conclusions that the lifestyle of this tribe is slowly improving after the carefully reading of the 50 review of literature taken. There is some the similarities between the result of uh, 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 from the scholar of the result of the current scholar. As a result, the present scholars has been able to make some the changes in the social and cultural life of the DDI tribe, as well as some the changes in lifestyle. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you so much. Yeah, please go to your first slide and stay there. Okay. So,
yes, sir.
I'd like to request Dean of the school, Dr. Ratnakar Mahapatra, sir. Me and he, Ratnakar sir, are the members. So, sir, I do not have any questions. So, your observation, then I will go to Professor Anil.
Esteemed the Director of Research, Dr. Jyotiranjan Gudia sir, esteemed the External Examiner, Professor Untitled Chapter, and respected Tusarkanta Pattnaik sir, who is the supervisor of Jyotiranjan Gudia. In my observation, he has dealt with different aspects like religious, political, social, and also origin of the Didai tribe, which is one of the 13 particularly vulnerable tribal groups of Odisha, which is identified by the government of Odisha as well as India. In this work, he has highlighted the different aspects like family life, marriages, and the seven types of marriages. Similarly, the political life of the Jidai tribe and a religious condition life of the Jidai tribe, and also he has highlighted Ma Bhairavi, the chief goddess of a Jidai tribe. No doubt, in my observation, he has dealt with a different aspect, but I have to know regarding the limitation of a study. But he has dealt with near about five or six panchayatas. But no, I have one observation. He actually he has to highlight the one passage regarding the limitation of his study. Who aspects se cover kari pare nahi. But he has highlighted something, but in the next in the subsequent work, that is PhD work, in the extensive work, he has to highlight the limitation of his study. No doubt the present limitation study will be covered in the future, that PhD research work. That's why in my observation, his thesis his scholarly work, his initiative, and is also informative for us. That's why on behalf of the School of Tribal Culture, Philosophy and President, I congratulate Jyotiranjan Gudia and also to his supervisor, Tusarkanta Pattnaik, and also to the external examiner, Dr. Untitled Mahapatra, or Professor of Political Science, Fakirumar University, Odisha. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now I'd like to request Professor Anil Kumar Mahapatra, sir, your questions, comments, and all kind of recommendations or whatever you feel like, sir, please.
So I must say my hello to all the distinguished persons who are present over there, and also I congratulate Jyotiranjan Gudia for presenting it very nicely. And what I understand from your presentation, that you also belong to that Didai, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because because you talked about your parents. You just posted your parents' photo.
Yes.
So that is why it is really when that is called participant observer. You have participated and you are observing things, being a participant. So I have some queries because it's a very with regard to your M.Phil dissertation. I have served three universities: Utkal University, Berhampur University, and Fakirumar University. Really, I'm impressed by the work you have undertaken, the quality you have shown in your research, and that shows your research pursuits and the zeal, the enthusiasm that is you have put in your research. So my question is that as you stated, from 1961 to 2011, you see the number of the population from 1978 it reached about 9,000. That means it is increasing in a very you may say geometrical progression is taking place. But we are saying that it is a particularly vulnerable tribal group. So actually, when a group is vulnerable, at that time, my understanding is that the number must be decreasing. But in this case particularly, I found number is galloping.
Yes.
Decade by the after 10. So how could you say that it is a vulnerable group?
During 1971 to 19 that time, government as a
Kalimana Hydro project at the time, I saw in a photographs which is in native place. That was planned in 1971 to 19
after taken
81, after taken government of Balimala hydro project always display other community. They capture their land and all animals, birds in this, and some people also
their population was
kill
and still 1981
killed 1961. After displaced, it is little increasing. Now it is increasing their population, increasing, sir.
Okay. So another question, that is, that
Yes,
was
sir.
the previous one was not also a question. There was an observation, also very curiosity regarding that. So another thing,
Yes.
that is, you see that we are talking about feminism, gender equality. But what I found from your
Yes.
studies, that you see that the sex ratio is tilted towards in favor of women, that it is, if it is 1129. So this is one thing. Then another thing, that among the different
Sir, जानी होगी.
ସାର୍ଙ୍କର ହ୍ୟାଙ୍ଗ ହେଇଯାଇଛି. ୱେଟ୍ ସାର୍ଙ୍କର ମୋବାଇଲ
today I am in charge of the PG Council and I am the chairman today. Therefore, some calls are coming.
Yes, sir. Shortly we will wind up, so maybe after 10 minutes.
So, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thing that that this with regard to gender equality, the question is that the sex ratio it is disturbing me. Anyway, I'm coming to. Sorry, I may be excused.
Yes.
1 second, please. Yes, please. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So the question I'm coming, that is the regarding the second category of marriage, where a woman is blaming the boy for sexual relationship. So that shows the courage of a woman in our mainstream culture, that women will not venture to do that. So from these 2 points, I came to know that the with regard to sex ratio, and also the second category of marriage, where the women is coming to the front and coming to venture that kind of relationship and the blame game. So that shows the gender equality, and the women, the position of women is better in comparison to the women in our mainstream. And the second question I must ask you, that is regarding the marriage, that where a person is serving and the person is serving in the prospective bride's house, and he is serving as a matter of her love or his attraction towards the lady, or due to poverty, he is serving there. So could you please explain these two questions?
Yes, sir.
Are these two questions interesting?
Yes.
Please.
Sir, the second marriage is, sir, marriage by physical relationship. In this context, if a girl want to marry a boy at that time, the girl is not interested to that. The boy is not interested to marry that girl. The girl will try to marry the boy. But boy have no interested to marry that girl. The girl will plan how she will marry that boy, and he will observe 1 or 2 months the boy where is going, who are their friends, and he try to talk with their friends, and if not satisfied with their friends relationship, then you will propose to talk anywhere with Elan, and you will propose to make a physical relationship. Every young people very weak in physical relationships. In this situations, if they made a physical relationship in each other, then the girl will finally he, wake up. Then he create the boy. You marry me right now. Neither I will inform all the peoples, all the villagers about our relationship.
It's a kind of blackmailing. It's a kind of blackmailing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. In this way, the girl will marry that boy. And then six number of marriages, sir, that is Gorjuai, marriage by sex. If a family have only a daughter, but he have no any boy or son, in these situations, Didai man will look a boy for marry or daughter, and if that family have more property or more land and more cattle, then they will talk. The family will talk about a boy, and after the boy their written opinions, the boy boy father boy boy parents and other then decide to leave that house 2 years without paying. Then they will observe the family for their daughter or not. If the boy's behavior is good, then they will expect. They decide to marry their daughter and that boy. In this way, their marriage will complete, sir.
So thank you for your explanations. I think you will improve upon your research in the as your sir said, that in the future course of your academic pursuits, you will definitely improve upon all your studies. And I congratulate you, and I'm quite happy that you are the light of your tribe. You are the beacon light. You are the leader. So you should lead your tribe to achievement, success, and development. Congratulations.
Anil.
Yes.
अच्छा ये टॉपिक को हमें काउंटी कन्वर्सेशन पिंग रे कई हे करिवो मतलब आउ टिके मॉडिफाई करके
एमती ना हे परिवो मु जमती लिखिची मो जो रिपोर्ट रे ता जो तार केतरा एटा ठीक करिया पड़ियो जो हाइपोथेसिस एगुडा टे चेंज हबो हाइपोथेसिस ता जेमती अछि सेमती हाइपोथेसिस रहेनी किंतु टिके टेक्निकल मिस्टेक रहिची आ तेणु आमे ताको देखिवा करिवा
हां देखिया हम टिप्स दबु दिया
Thank you so much, sir. So officially, can you announce this dissertation is recommended for?
Yeah. Officially, I am glad to officially recommend the degree of M.Phil maybe awarded to Jyotiranjan Gudia, or maybe the partial fulfillment is complete now. I think. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, as the last part of the program, sir, may I request Dean of the school, Dr. Ratnakar Mahapatra, sir, please propose vote of thanks and then kind of the presentation.
On behalf of the School of Tribal Culture, Philosophy and Ecosocialism, at first I congratulate Jyotiranjan Gudia. He is also eligible to award the Master of Philosophy degree from his deemed to university. Similarly, I also congratulate Dr. Tusarkanta Pattnaik, sir. He is the guide and supervisor of Jyotiranjan Gudia. I also congratulate our external examiner, Dr. Anil Kumar Mahapatra, sir, who is giving his some suggestion regarding the improvement of thesis of Jyotiranjan Gudia in future. I also get some idea if some improvement will be made in this dissertation. The dissertation will be must be converted into PhD program in coming future. Similarly, I also thankful to our Vice Chancellor sir and also Registrar sir and also our beloved founder sir who are giving opportunity to our students or scholars for awarding for achieving different types of degree like Master of Philosophy degree and also PhD degree. That's why on behalf of the School of I express my gratefulness and also thankfulness to our all the authorities. Similarly, I also express my thankfulness to Dr. Virendra Sona sir, the Director of Research, Director of Research, is deemed to university. Similarly, I also express my grateful thankness to all the participants, scholars, and authorities for their kind cooperation. Lastly, I also express my gratefulness and also thankfulness to our external examiner, Professor Anil Kumar Mahapatra sir, who also awarded to Jyotiranjan Gudia as a M.Phil awardee of our East University. Thank you.
So, thank you. And congratulations, Jyoti Gudia. So, sir, with your permission, sir, let's wind up here. And
Yes,
thank you all for joining this program and making it successful.
Thank you.
All.
Thank you.